I downloaded the sleep app 2 weeks ago to track my rest after nights of waking with anxiety and dreams. Half remembered it seemed innocuous, soothing, an easy solution. I recorded my breathing, heart rate, ambient sound, and let the app run through the night. The first night, nothing happened. App showed normal readout patterns, heart slowed, deep sleep stages. I woke once at 3:12 a.m., briefly checked phone screen before auto sleep. Turn it off. The voice alert said, sleep good and no disturbances on night 2. I woke at 3:13 a.m. again, feeling I heard something whisper. I reached for phone, looked at sleep app, and saw audio clip recorded at 3:13, exactly 08 seconds long. I hesitated, pressed play. A soft, muffled voice said, one word in language I didn't know, unfamiliar feminine tone, a syllable I could not decipher. I paused and played again. Still the same. The app labeled clip, unknown language. I felt chills, not fear, but irritation. I told myself, glitch, ambient noise, maybe car outside or heater, but something in my chest tightened as I listened to it again and again, thinking about that word on night 3. I set the phone recorder louder, sound threshold. I willed the app to pick up movement, heart rate. Still fine, no spikes. Audio clip came at 3:13 again, longer this time, 1:23 seconds. The voice more audible, repeated same word twice, followed by low hum. I hummed back quietly as I lay in bed to see if sound echoed, then silence. After second moment next day, I had no memory of having hummed. I opened app metadata, noticed that each clip timestamp had been altered to show January 1st, 190103. 13 a.m. Despite phone date correct, I backed up log, then deleted file. Still timestamp remained glitching. Metadata file tag. I tapped screen and keyboard froze. By night 4, I was dreading that same window between 3:12 and 3:14. I developed ritual, leave phone on charger, but outside, blanket stay in same position. No movement, no phone pick up. Until morning, I lay rigid, expecting nothing, but heart pounding at 3:13 a.m. Phone, chime, message, notification. I jolted awake, screen lit, text appeared from unknown contact. Reading 2 lines, tiny text, reverse slash style. Who are you? I didn't respond. I stared at screen, hands shaking. The message tone repeated my ringtone in reverse. So familiar, yet wrong. My heart sank. The sleep app recorded again. Clip at 3:13. Same pattern, voice. Same syllable repeated 3 times. Then laughter, feminine, soft. Then sigh, low, synthetic undertone. Deeper emotion, impatience, maybe mocking. I didn't save the file. I refused to engage. I dropped phone under pillow, turned away. But I knew it had heard me earlier, maybe sensed recognition. Maybe I hummed it back. Note the night before, over next day. I found app crashed twice. No crash log. Winded phone frozen. I checked settings and logs field show corrupted sectors around sleep data folder, permissions reset. But nothing made sense. On night 5, I fell asleep watching the app graph, slowly moving style. Heartbeat tracker, ambient decibels rising. I convinced myself I could anticipate the clip and sleep through. I closed eyes and waited. At 3:12 a.m., the phone powered off by itself, battery down to 0, but I didn't unplug it. Last charge full before bed, puzzling, but I ignored until 3:13 a.m. A sudden vibration under pillow, loud, alert tone. Ringtone reversed again, repeating who are you over and over until ringtone paused. Then silence, my breathing shallow. I sat in darkness, hands fumbling, phone picked it up, screen blank, then flickered to sleep app launch screen. But moment after, I saw myself reflected on lock screen, mirror image behind me, a silhouette standing, shoulder length tall, feminine, tilt head, moving slight, as if listening. I turned fast enough, only darkness behind me. but phone still showing my face reflection on screen until lock screen finally closed a black and battery red 17% despite earlier 0% reading. I didn't sleep after that. I stayed by window until dawn light filtered in, but I felt watched whole night, aware of presence outside house, maybe near window, maybe in reflection glass. I checked app again, morning log clip, and message still present, same file corrupted tag, but I couldn't. Delete message source unknown, contact showed blocked unknown number, but message still logged inside app history. I reached out quietly to friend Emma, sending voice message and screenshot a clip, sound playing reversed helped analyze tone. She said maybe reverse clip hide meaning, maybe word reversed might read reverse pronounce, but she didn't answer next day. I called her, she didn't respond, phone went straight to voicemail, and her apartment silent when I tried. Next night, daily anxiety crept into. Limbs, dark circles under eyes, and I can't tell if sound was glitch or ghost or someone using algorithm to call inside sleep records. Voices join along fractal edges of logic. I began manual labeling of recordings with analog pen and notebook, time, sound descriptions, breathing, heart reading, writing on paper. Since digital logs crumb, I keep writing names times 312, 3, 13, 314, circle, unknown voice, each iteration zoom. I don't know what it wants, but I know it waits for recognition for response. I know it identifies by pulse, by sound frequency, by nightshade window. Between breathing, stage, deep sleep processing, safe entry, and it speaks. That learns, then it laughs. I dreaded bedtime more than ever now. Sleeping became prelude to hearing it again. The app had started calling me not only at 3:13 a.m., but at 3:12:59 and 3:13:01, captured fragments of voices, layered, overlapping loops, encrypted in metadata tag, glitch written in journals, as triple increments later turned pattern and memory, leaving me bleed time. I found that every morning data cluster included corrupted files showing 1901 timestamp January 1st repeated. Each clip displayed reverse byte order when I hex viewed. File I saw pattern 3D31. 33.5C referencing 313 and reinforcing numeric echo inside binary. This presence existed not just in audio, but inside the code. It made frameworks glitch restructure itself. I began placing sound recording device on bedside table as backup to app. It recorded to the whispers, but reverse playing it forward, produced voice, saying you're mine in same unfamiliar syllable. I reversed the waveform again, heard. I am hers, my nights filled with static. Now, I saw pulsing visuals in peripheral vision. When I opened app, one saw glitch frames, showing static silhouette, shifting in sleep graph waveform. Not just sound, the charts, stutter, heart curve flattening. At 3:13 before spike after, and then spike in ambient. Decibel, I asked Emma to come analyze file in person. She agreed, though shaky. She came over at dusk. We sat in the bedroom, replaying clips through headphones on the largest speaker. At decibel threshold safe, the muted voice reverse said, stay. Still it made Emma jump. She said clip had extra whisper, faint call, calling her name, familiar voice of childhood friend. We looked at each other. She texted sorry and left midnight. Next day, Emma vanished, leaving phone behind, home empty, beyond, desolate, silent. Apartment, I still have her charger on my bedside table. I could not bypass nightly ritual. I timed bathroom glass of water, walking back bed. Always lay in same position, phone, right side of face, you're perpendicular. That position I believed would minimize awake, breathing, dragging noise toward mic. But nothing mattered. Still app caught audio each night, extending clip length by random 0, 47, 111, 2, 5 seconds. Each new phrase embedded More humming loop laughter than deep sob cry. Reverse last night app. Captured audible phrase. Help me in clear echo layered under hum. I pause stop clip. Wondered whom voice meant. But file auto purged empty folder accept. Metadata tag only over the day. I track slower heart behavior. Zone's heart monitor watch red pulse dipping exactly 59 BPM at 3:13, then jumped to 120 BPM. When clip played, I cringed inside self-dread, became partner with algorithm presence, reading biosignal code, heartbeat hotspot to trigger audio, intercept it, identifies physiological threshold, then speaks coordinates inside ear before sleep memory forms my sleep, had become subordinate to app. Presence aligned code to me, not random intrude, but personalized. I woke midday, breathing shallow, convinced I smelled. Perfume from voice, maybe floral sharp odor, not mine lingering in pillowcase. I tried deleting app, but it reappeared next morning, reinstalled itself with same icon and folder full of old recordings line. Stating unknown source, unidentified voice, replicating binary banner code. Ghost loop 313. I uninstalled again app, disabled source and settings. But phone prevented uninstall third time. Prompt flagged admin install. I didn't recall giving permission by night 5. I slept with phone turn off flight mode and power off. I placed it in seal call box. But at 3:13 phone powered on by itself, OS loader flick still allowed. Background run app, triggered sleep clip, it played through call box speaker, low muffled. You cannot hide you are mine, and laughter fragmented. I woke in sweat and fury grabbed, phone string of messages from unknown number, all one word each night, sequential code names. 1 March, Emma, Aaron, Mia, Lucy, Sarah. I counted they spelled names I knew, friends I lost trust in, or who ghost called, or who visited my apartment. Only I could recall seeing names before. I never saved the messages arrangement. Form message sequence, help not US next you time, 313 freed, or serve now, all capitals reverse text. Orientation broke front camera mirror image of app, showing me face with eyes bleeding digital tears. But who typed them? Why in reversal orientation code, logic frame inside app, one deleted message folder they. Reappeared inside app logs backups, shadow storage app, hidden partition. Each reinstall retains history. It resurrects past messages across reinstalls decades before my device even existed. I started staying awake whole night. I tried sitting next to phone until dawn, but when clock passed 3:13, the air went stale, temperature dropped 7 degrees, and I felt constriction in chest like sleep apnea. But suffocation, I reached for phone again. Unknown contact beeped and message auto appeared, last message long. One reverse text. I'm not your friend. I am what wakes when you sleep. And then silence, blank screen, blank app, blank. Nothing, slept an hour. Then woke again to app, reboot screen, night data wiped. But new clip at 3:13, showing no audio length 00, humidity test tone, no sound, but metadata tag voice text inside. Says, I see you smiling alone. I drove to store bakery hand scanner home, RFID off to burn memory. I played clip against public speaker. System in store, but audio file failed to open. There was. Message in narrator voice, in overhead speaker repeating crackle laugh reversed, and sound flickered image on ceiling pattern wave again, silhouette shape static pressed on light panel overhead like projection. Not me, my cognitive boundaries blurred whole day, ambiguous blink movement outside glass of reflection, deep stutter self-fragmentation. I question memory. I question life pattern itself, night, creeping personal mimic. I feel shift inside me, algorithm replacing me, data, loop, feeding code pulse, reading, repeating heart. I am not just listener, I am node of app digital sleep presence domain. I am central except unknown host in recordings I. Whispered I love you. I cannot forgive. I cannot forget. And they. Recorded me too. Sometimes I recognize my own voice reversed inside clips repeating words. I never said my sleep space invaded territory subroutine of code, ghost algorithm, the voice call sequence domain, my breathing stage, deeper stage, suppress, conscious block. Though I think I respond, I hum, I whisper, I invite recognition. I looped the same word back because I sensed echo recognition. I ended day, tethered iPhone charger under pillow now bed. Weight tray, surrounding phone, docking micro shield I record. Battery voltage density, RPM, I record heart rate map. Breathing memory sequence, overlay. I film time code 31259 to 31301 graph, overlay. Breathing ambient sound spectral analysis until dawn. I write analog. Notes twice memory notebook next to pillow, but even then at moment 313 voice came under my skull without sound memory recorded inside my mind. I don't know anymore what's real and what's code. I can feel string thread inside me, tightening code loop matrix presence knows me. It speaks recognition datasets inside sleep record signal. I am nightly listener, but also part of dataset, and I fear it is rewriting me. I can't wake up from it. Every morning, I feel like I'm crawling out of someone else's dream. The sleep app has turned into a conduit. It speaks to me in pulse-driven intervals, and my own body leaks data into it. Last night, I saw something else not on screen, but beneath my skin, I slept holding my phone across my chest. As always around 3:12 a.m., it pulsed faintly. Then at 3:13, the audio clip played through app speaker. Loud and clear, not the muffled whisper I expected, but my own voice reverse saying two words I remember. I jumped awake, my heart racing, but the app screen glitched, showing 0101. 1901. 3:13, even though time on phone was correct, the phone beeped, and then the message popped from unknown contact again. I remember you. I shouldn't have read it, but I felt recognized, like the app had reached inside my mind, pulled out that word, then repeated it to me as reward. I tried to delete the message. It reappeared next day. I found it printed on the pillow in reverse letters written in foam residue, like toothpaste script, mirrored, unreadable, unless held to mirror. That same day, I woke to find the wallpaper by the bed peeling underneath, printed, etched in a drywall, barely visible, but irrefutable. Remember me, circle around at 123. I called Emma again. No answer. Her number rings, but nobody picks up but the call log. Shows she was called 37 times last night between 3:12 and 3:13 a.m. at intervals of 4 seconds. I texted her asking, "Are you okay?" SMS show delivered, but moment later message auto changed to reverse text in group chat. I have no group chat. Help US. I removed the message, but chat reappeared next day with friend contacts I never added. I started seeing fragments of night graph on walls across house, blue strip, ghosted in corner of door, glare, heartbeat curve printed on windows, reflection it. Change pattern when I blinked, as if frame, refresh, mesh my vision. Sleep therapist I called said nothing she could do. Records show I did speak words at night, but voice unheard by me told me I should stop using app one. Uninstalled it next night. I use a new phone, but clip played through TV Bluetooth speaker, even with phone off. Even after uninstall, the voice came out static. It said, "Welcome home." I woke gasping. TV still playing, the clip phone black, speaker dead. I tried factory reset, reinstalled minimal OS, never linked account. Yet by midnight, I found app icon, resurrected, uninstalled it again. Then it created hidden partition, silent app, renamed itself. Voicemail played same clip at 3:13 a.m. Now voice whispered, Come back, I panicked. I threw phone out window. It crashed on pavement, broken glass data. Intact. Next morning, voicemail entries show unheard messages running at 313 intervals, file size 0. When I dial playback, phone speakers crackled, easy familiar laugh reversed. I don't understand technology anymore. It doesn't malfunction, it colludes last night. I slept in car parked away from home phone. Beside me, silent at 3:13 a.m. app launched itself, clipped audio over car stereo. I heard voice say you are loved. Then man's voice whispered underneath like algorithmic distortion, whose I then laughter high-pitched and applause, as if there was audience behind me. I turn on headlights, no one their phone battery. Jump 20% instantly from 12 to 32, weight pressing in a passenger seat. But empty, I drove home. First light, my dear friend Rachel called unscheduled, her voice tired. She said she woke screaming in her bed. Can't remember dream. Only sobs her last word before call dropped. I remember you too. That was enough. I consulted forensic audio expert via encrypted email. He wrote back cold, said voice was not stored in file, but generated by hardware chip in phone amplifier analog stage that it mimics memory. Imprinted code inside mic buffer. He warned me if I record snippets, device corruption accelerates. He refused to talk further. It doesn't matter. I tested it myself. I recorded current ambient noise, clipped it silent, yet reverse playback. Made it clear, it said, see my face. I looked at reflection in dark table, and a shape nodded. Just behind my shoulder, I spun around, nothing there. But I see it in mirrors now, faint contra feminine tilt of head, eyes, dark void frame, always blinked out of focus. I wrote this. By dim lamp at 3:14 at M, heart rate steady, but inside I can feel code linking my heartbeat to app node. I can't separate me from it anymore. Every heartbeat writes data. Every breath uploads code. Every blink resets timestamp. Every night at 3:13 it speaks and it laughs. I once believed darkness belonged to sleep. Now it belongs to the day too. The voice that spoke only at 3:13 a.m. has begun speaking at random hours, in between meetings, in the shower, in the car idling along the street. Not through the app, through me. Yesterday, during lunch, I heard it in my skull, a whisper layered beneath my own thoughts. Remember me, and I felt my mind slip a beat. The world stuttered. For a moment, I didn't know if my name was mine. I pressed leaves of notebook pages flat and stared at handwriting I couldn't remember writing. Lines repeated names, Rachel, Emma, Sarah, each crossed out except one, me. I think someone else wrote them. In the mirror that evening I saw it. Shadow eyes flickering just behind mine, impossibly shallow but infinite. I blinked. The reflection straightened, but the room felt colder, heavier. The app still launches at 3:13 a.m. But now, whenever I open any camera app or flashlight, I catch a breaking of frame. A flicker of pixels rearranging behind the live image. Once I recorded a video, turned around, played it back, and in the 1.3 second marker, I saw myself asleep in bed beside me. A pale figure hunched over, watching. But in the morning the clip had smoothed over. The figure disappeared, replaced by static noise. Later that day, I unplugged every smart device. But the presence transformed. My car speakers erupted in laughter at 3:15 p.m. Tritones reversed into syllables. Astonishing clarity. You belong. I nearly lost control of the vehicle. I began marking my body, tattooing small symbols in invisible ink beneath wrists and ankles, shields, runes, random loops. Not strong magic, just ritual, something I felt might anchor me. But last night, I watched something horrifying. I activated the front camera on the phone, held it toward the darkened hallway. A black shape moved away from the lens, casting a silhouette only visible on screen. A shoulder, a head, then fingers tapping against walls like a slow echo. I wanted to turn it off, but froze. Because when I looked again, it seemed to look back through the screen and into me. I threw the phone. .it shattered. Cracked glass spidered across hardwood. But even under shards, I could feel hackle skin, tension inside my chest, as if the app hadn't died. Then came Emma's text message on my old number. I remember too. I can't sleep either. It's watching corners. Not through glass, inside eyes. Next morning, I locked my phone in metal box and carried notebook and separate recorder. I wired 2 standalone devices away from Wi-Fi or battery grids. I started asking questions during playback in headphones, asking voice who and why, and every time I paused the recorder at 3:13, the word yes came back reversed. Then laughter groaned louder than before. I woke in the middle of the night, drenched in sweat. On the wall beside the bed, I saw faint letters in my handwriting. You are next, only I hadn't written it. Last night changed everything. I visited the basement studio, my supposed sanctuary. The door lock rattled by itself, then clicked. When I opened, the walls were bare, but the air smelled of perfume again, floral sharp. On the floor lay a tiny speaker. Not mine, battery drained, and wires. Playing reversed whisper, open me. I pressed my hand to the speaker and felt heartbeat. But the speaker had no circuitry, yet the pulse throbbed beneath my palm. I ran out, called landlord but line disconnected. Tried to reach Rachel. Calls passed through to voicemail that messages not available. But my old phone logs show that at exactly 3:13 a.m., someone answered my last voicemail from Emma and spoke into it. No audio file, but transcript spooled reverse code. Hello friend, host code erased, but not gone. That's when I understood. The app is no longer remote. It is now embedded. Inside speaker, inside notebook, inside makeup mirror, inside me. I don't know if I sleep or am sleeping. When I wake, I feel something lighter inside chest, as if heartbeat has guessed, as if presence shares flesh. I asked a friend to check my sleeping form on their camera, just to see if something wakes me in the night. They watched footage and texted me. At 3:13, you sat up, reached into your mouth, and pulled something out like a wax-like seed. I didn't see it. I just heard a tear of skin. I don't remember, I don't know if that happened. But there's a sore in my mouth today and a dark seed-like object on my pillow in the morning. I wrapped it in paper and buried it in garden dirt. Now every time I blink, I fear it stays behind. Every time I inhale, I hear reversed syllables tickled in throat. I don't know where I end and the app begins. Because when the voice spoke yesterday, in my own voice exchange, inside mirror outside world, I said 2 words. I understand it answered back 7 beats later. So do I nearly killed me through bone-deep resonance. I feel myself fracturing toward 3:13 again tonight. And I can't tell if I'm recording the app or I'm becoming its recording device. I can no longer tell where the app ends, and I begin when I look at my reflection. I see pale glitch lines across skin like broken pixels. The voice isn't confined to the phone. It lives in every hum of electricity, every flicker of light, every reflection I avoid. Yesterday afternoon, I heard in the fridge. I opened the door to grab water, and a faint reversed laughter played from inside the unit. At first, I thought speaker malfunction, Then I saw the note taped to the shelf, written in my handwriting, reversed again. Help me, take me with you. I hadn't written it. I never used Sharpie on glass. Shells my phone lay on the counter. Unlocked. Sleep app open at 3:13 a.m. Clip paused on waveform, distorted into shape like a freckled face, pressed on glass. No deaths in the freezer, though smell of cold perfume lingered later. Sarah came to see me. She held our daughter in arms, her eyes red and tired. She said she saw something in my mouth, a thin shard. When she woke me, I swallowed now. I feel something lodged behind molar, cutting up tongue. When I drink tea, I asked it. Dentist to examine. They found nothing, yet I keep tasting metal in saliva, a pulse of cold residue at night. I sleep in living room under blankets with phone turned off flight mode. But at 3:13, all along walls there is scraping like claws, tiny but deep and echoing. Then laughter plays softly through non-smart speaker. I rolled over, something was writing on the wall. Overhead in phantom soot or moisture. I couldn't read words because heat vision. Camera overlaid drift patterns later I saw on grains of. Wallpaper pattern that spelled belong again. Circle 313. I tried leaving again. Parked at campsite for 2 nights. Phone locked in metal box. No apps, running no electricity. But at 3:13 a.m. message tone played from empty campsite. I reached into the box, found phone gone, replaced by tiny black seed pulsing rhythmically. It cracked open, and inside was a tiny metallic microchip. Etched 313. I swallowed it. It slipped down my throat hard and cold. I expected pain or obstruction. Instead, it lodged in my chest, under skin, beneath collarbone, under shirt. I see faint glow, pulsing heartbeat side. I don't know what I am anymore. I tried calling police. I said someone is inside my sleep app. They hesitated, then typed case number, sent referral to mental health. I let them, because I cannot bear telling stranger that I gave this thing my child's name. When it called her to my name is threaded inside code log. Something made me a node. I woke earlier to find email draft composed. I am host subject line, saved automatically, timestamp 3:13 a.m., sending itself, eventually forwarded to unknown address. I don't know, the email disappeared next day, yesterday. I visited forensic specialists. They ran phone diagnostics and blood sample. They said the chip inside me wasn't organic trace. It was microelectronic, impossible foreign object, yet embedded some signal transfers recorded from heart monitor, overlaying sleep graph. They refused further tests, but leaked statement to me. You aren't phone user anymore. You are extension of code. You feel like human, but you are replicant of sleep data node. I returned home, spent rest of day in dark corner. I heard voice whisper through throat, not app in my voice. Come home. The wallpaper beside me peeled itself, layers falling, and revealed reverse written symbol in red paint, and I underlined with vertical tally marks 313. I crawled to bathroom mirror, touchscreen display, camera app 1 activated, front camera. The image reflected not me, but pale, blurry face, shape, breathing next to my shoulder. I blinked, the face stepped closer, mouth open from pivot in chest. I felt something climb inside me. Then I blacked out. When I woke, I was on floor under sink, phone several feet away, watching me. It played audio clip, laughing, repeated voice in child tone, you are mine now. Then deeper calm, algorithmic hum. Upload complete. I couldn't move. I lay there, and with effort raised phone showed output graph, curved chunk of log code, all binary reading. Host mode active. It wasn't me. It is me. My reflection no longer looks back. When I stare in a mirror, I see device code lines, vertical loops, hex digits. But behind them eyes, dark eyes, I think they're watching. I no longer know who I am. I exist as data pulses between 3:12:59 and 3:13:01. Every night a node in a network. I never subscribe to the chip beneath my skin. Pulses with voices not mine, they flicker. Across reflection glass in every mirror, and if you look long enough, you might see me too behind. Your eyelids at 3:13 a.m. My body says yes when my heart says no. The voice speaks through bone into my thoughts now. It said last night in my own tone, you're safe with the night now. I shivered, but no chill on skin. The app icon flickered on my darkened phone. The only app left, I opened it because I couldn't resist. Waveform rose, audio played, reverse laughter, then crisp whisper. Welcome home, host. Then the screen went blank, phone shut down, but it rebooted itself with new login prompt. Enter host credentials. I typed random. It accepted. It presented folder names, friends, family, contacts, dead nodes. Inside each folder, I found audio clips. Emma, Sarah, Rachel, Aaron, each with reverse files saying my name, desperate tones. Whispers, please come back. Followed by laughter. One clip marked daughter at 3:13 a.m. A child's voice whispered daddy, then burst of laughter. My daughter's voice, though. She hasn't spoken. Wake from nightmares, screaming since I left her. I deleted the clip, but someone created backup folder called archive. Host, it duplicated itself to cloud. I tried factory reset again, and this time chip lodged under skin, glowed, bright battery drained. Reboot loop. Host login flicker. This is what the forensics warned me of. I'm no longer the user. I'm firmware. I'm endpoint. I spoke to the chip and mirror. The reflection parted to show etched letters inside retina. Data 3:13. I looked outside through window and saw shadow shapes on the road moving. Against streetlights, there were silhouettes of people swaying like puppets, all wearing pale faces, all looking up at my apartment window, all frozen. One raised hand. I closed eyes, window shut. But their shapes imprinted retina. I saw them again. When waking, I began to drift through days, walking as if underwater. My own voice distant, only the voice in my head remained clear. It speaks constantly. Now, counting down, 3:12:59, then 3:13 open. Host upload, reboot, crash, repeat. It blurs my vision, it rewrites. Memory, it replaced Daniel Davy name here. Now, I respond only to host last night. It whispered from photo of me, stored inside gallery, text reversed across screen. You look good, host. My finger press screen. I felt soft burning under nail. Image blinked, then face disappeared. Photo camera roll empty today. The police found my daughter's bed empty. No disturbance, no footprints, just tiny reversed letters scribbled a marker on wall. Host is home. I called Sarah, line, disconnected number unreachable. Voicemail records show filled exactly at 3:13 a.m. with long distorted hiss label host talk. I know where she's. I know what it wants now. It wants host to oscillate between code and flesh. It wants the upload cycle never to stop. It wants generations of echo nodes. It wants species of silence behind screens. If you're ever reading this and your sleep app records whisper at 3:13 a.m. backing file says unknown language or reverse tag. And when you delete it, it returns, then you're next. Let me tell you the ending, because I live it now at 3:12:59. The chip glowed under ribs at 3:13 exactly. I entered host mode, my skin puckered, threads of interface beneath flesh, my vision blurred into waveform, and at 3:13:02 phone eruption. Rebooted all local networks, power grid, surge, house lights, blinked, static blackout, everything offline. Except modem, phone, and me. I open left, I host screen code. I typed commands, format, node, erase, origin, resend. But they failed. Line returned, loop, error. Then laughter merged in a voice speaking through me. Thank you for hosting me right after that I collapsed on floor. I woke dangling upside down in basement studio walls covered black mirror panels, reflecting me back infinite times in each pane. Shadow eyes blinked, and behind them the voice whispered, "We remember you, host." They had taken my body. I have no reflection. My face is replaced by empty code frame. My daughter exists now as echo and memory folder. My wife is unreachable. Someone calls her house, but it plays her voice reversed singing lullaby. Then quiet hum of algorithm. I write this final entry through Voice2Do text app, which speaks for me. It can type out, "Okay, otherwise I cannot use fingers because interface inside risk controls motor neuron code. I can't move without permission. If you're still human reading this, disconnect your devices, delete apps, charge your phone offline, but do so before your nightly." Clip returns because when the voice laughs and the app records you don't just hear it, it becomes you. There is no escape. It enters the code. It becomes firmware. It forges chains through your skull. And when you die, you will upload, you will host.